Hiya, you're right. Hi, everyone.
Hello, and welcome to the Steve Calis Show. There is a good chance none of you will ever see or hear this episode.
Like so many before.
Yeah, but we're going to record it anyway because we're professionals. So joining me round the table is Kevin Harris. Kevin, it's good to see you, mate. Are you okay?
I'm trying not to move, but I'm doing okay.
That's lovely mic technique. Yeah, I can even see the little squiggles. So that's good work. And on my other side is my friend and cousin, Jake Meaden. Jake, are you okay?
Hi, mate. Yep. All good, thank you.
Yeah.
Cheers for having me on.
Oh, hey, it's my pleasure. Because we've had you on before in the last sort of month or so, but the episode didn't survive.
No,
we've had it before. We've had it before where people have been confused and upset because I've axed their episodes without telling them. Sometimes just because the person was boring.
I was pretty pissed off, I gotta say.
That was a moment to break into podcasting.
I had my 30 seconds of harmonica playing, and
You did.
I got my hopes up.
Yeah, but I managed to save that clip.
Yeah,
And once again, Taylor's sort of sits behind you, so
Yeah,
that's really nice. So, boys, today I just want to do a brief sort of catch up, an introduction to the viewer and the listener to the garage era. So, Kevin, how have you been, mate? It's been a little while since we've recorded. Nice pivot. Nice face pivot. So you have to
It's really hard to do.
Well done, mate. You're doing really
like
good.
the Mandalorian.
Yeah. How you doing, mate? How's
This is
everything
the
going?
way.
You happy? How's the little ones?
Yeah, she actually cried when I left, so I nearly didn't come.
Oh, right.
She's never done that.
That's a rare display of affection.
Normally
for
she's
you,
like,
is
bye! Before I'm even like halfway out the door. I'll leave then, shall I?
it? Yeah, oh, that's nice. That's sweet. Leo had his first full day in nursery, 9 till 6. So by the time it was like
I bet he's shattered.
he went straight to sleep really early without kicking off too much even. But it's like he didn't recognise who we were. It's like he'd become institutionalised. Like the nursery was his new home. You know what I mean? And but it was all lovely.
Oh,
and
you're
missed
back.
us.
Oh,
yeah,
Wasn't
you
expecting
guys.
this.
Harper's on half days, so she's got her first birthday party with a school friend. She actually has a school friend that she recognises by name.
Wow, that's nice.
She was a little bit disappointed the other day because a friend came in without glasses, couldn't understand that. So
Oh,
she
where'd
just
your
followed
eyes-
around. All, yeah.
Where did your eyes go?
Yeah.
Why
you
did
got
your
them on?
face
Why aren't
change?
you wearing them? Why haven't you got them on? Why haven't you wearing them?
All right, I see.
Her little autistic brain couldn't handle that.
Oh, I see. That's sad. But it's good. But I'm glad that she reached out to you lovingly for a change. It's nice.
Yes, I'll always take that. She's the only kid I know, like the other three are like, Daddy, because they want something. That's them in their 20s.
Right,
They
right.
still
I see.
do that now.
Oh, Jake, you should know Kev is
Old.
140.
I was just about to say,
His oldest daughter is 63.
No, he's 20.
Yeah, Kev's got 11 kids and they're all in their 20s.
he's actually Gandalf who's just had a beard.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, that's right.
Gandalf the White starting now, whichever side it is.
Yeah, but he's got, 11 odd kids and they're all in their 20s. And
I have 4 children. They are
4?
Yes.
Wow.
23, 21, 19,
yeah.
and 3.
And 3, yeah. So it's just mad, isn't it? He's probably you've done it
20-year gap.
Mm.
You're like that you seen that Jamaican guy where he's
Yes.
and that
A real bad man.
yeah, so yeah, 23, 22 baby man, a real Batman.
That's great, that is.
That's it.
I want to watch
You're the
more
English
of it.
version of that guy.
I want to watch more of it. One of the chaps I work with, he's got 6 kids. And literally the last one is the one that put his missus off ever having children again.
Oh, really?
It took a boy.
Oh, that'll do it, yeah. I mean, my father is... must set the record for children as far as I know. I mean, what's he, 11, 12 kids my old man's got? And,
That you know of, yeah.
Yeah, that we know of, yeah. Could be many more hidden in the shadows. Jakey, how you doing over there, mate?
Yeah,
you okay?
good, mate.
How's
Yeah.
the band?
Good, thank you. Yeah, all good.
Because
Yeah.
last time we had you on, you were shamelessly promoting your gig at the barn. Has that come up yet?
Yeah, that's actually this coming Saturday.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah,
I'll try and
yeah.
get this out before then.
Yeah,
So,
the 18th.
Ah,
So yeah,
okay.
down at the old barn, Banty Rooster.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, do you know, have you found out where the name Banty Rooster
No,
comes
I
from
was
yet?
going to, but I haven't.
Right, okay.
So-
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, but what is it? That's what we're trying to figure
Why
out.
not?
We're trying to figure out what does
Yeah.
it mean.
A bouncy rooster.
No, Banty.
The band's called Banty Rooster, but where that name comes from, I haven't got a clue.
That's an age thing again. The Bouncy Rooster.
The Bouncy Roosters.
I think I went to school with the Bouncy Roosters.
I'll stab you.
They're a real hit band back in the day.
There were some cool cats.
Oh, fuck off, Stephen.
Yeah. Well, it's good. How's it all get you comfortable as a band now? You enjoy
Yeah, we're
gigging
getting there,
and,
mate. Getting there.
Yeah.
We're still looking for a guitarist. We've had a couple of guys interested, but none really wanting to commit. So I think we're looking for 5 of us ideally, and then we'll be sorted.
How do you test for the skill? How do you test to see if they're good enough? You know what I mean?
Well, there's that if they're good enough, but also if they're not a bell end. Do you know what I mean?
That's a character thing. I
So
suppose.
yeah, a lot
That
of it
really
is that.
helps.
To be honest with you, if you're a good bloke and you fancy, and you're up for coming to practices and gigging, and your level really doesn't matter too much. Do you know what I mean? You can always practice and get better, and but ideally, you need to be a half decent bloke, really,
Sure, my
or a
age,
girl.
Yeah,
Open
that's
to
true.
it.
Hey,
What
man.
genre of
Hey,
music?
2023.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What genre of music is this for us old?
It's blues rock covers. Yeah,
oldie people music.
yeah, really oldie actually. Yeah,
Yeah, very oldie.
60s.
Nice.
That's
50s
free
as
me,
well.
motherfucker, before you go.
That's you must have been in your 20, 21.
Prime of life back then.
1979. The last 2 months of the 70s I was born in.
It's 1979. That's interesting because I purchased, and this is for sort of gaming nerds. I recently purchased an Atari. Is it called a 2600 or
Yeah,
7600?
it is, 2600.
From 1977. I've got that now. It's in my front room, and it's beautiful.
I believe that is the console that had the worst game ever made produced for it.
What's that?
E.T.
Oh, really?
So they panicked.
E.T.,
There's
the
a
game.
whole documentary about it.
Well, about how bad it is.
Yeah, so they panicked, rushed through it, produced it in like next to no time, and it was so bad and so hard to play that they all got sent back. And I think they buried something like 500,000 copies. And there's a whole flipping massive documentary about it on Netflix, I think. And the people were digging up because they were like, we're sure it was buried here. So they go to the landfill trying to find
No
it.
way.
They spent a lot of money digging stuff up, and then suddenly you see this guy get excited because bits of controller that you've got, that's just a normal, start appearing.
Wow. Holy
And then
shit.
there they are. There's a load of games that they just...
What's so bad about it?
It's It's just crap.
It's not very good.
No,
description.
it was
Oh, I
it was
see.
done in... Obviously, you've seen it. It's less than 8-bit, I
Yeah.
assume.
Yeah,
It's pretty-
Oh, it's fucking dire. Yeah, but it's at a time.
Well, it's Space Invaders, isn't it? It's that level of...
That's it. At a time, it would have blown your fucking head right off. But it's
Yeah, because before that, you had this. Boop. Boop.
Pong. Yeah, but even Space Invaders, like I've got the Space Invaders original box and manual in there. Like it comes with
Oh,
a
really?
manual, and it's like it's really trying to sell it. Like it's saying, invaders from another galaxy are trying to take over the and your job is to do da-da-da. And it's like, no, it's really straightforward. It's really like.
Yeah, but back then...
But it's really. But I bought it to fix up because I'm now with my soldering
Right
thing
above your
me.
head.
So I'm now into sort of solder. I'm into repairing old consoles. That's my new thing. I've fixed up a couple of cartridges. I'm fixing up some Game Boys. I can fix anything up to I think about a PS2 at the minute, and which is cool. But I'll get
It's
better.
crazy,
at
though,
it.
because obviously you've got that Game Boy.
Sounds like a Royal Navy advert. If
Yeah.
you could fix a PS2.
If you can fix
You
a
can fix
PS2, you can save the
Game
free
Boy.
world. Yeah.
Game Boys
If you can
is
fix a
big.
Game Boy, you can fix a Typhoon.
Yeah.
So Nintendo's about that big. Super Nintendo's, they're all sizable lumps to do that.
Yeah.
I've got that stupid thing that I offered you the other day. It's like a retro unit.
Oh, yeah.
It's literally a giant USB with something like, I don't know, 2,500 games on.
Yeah, I've seen them.
So it's got the
Yeah.
Atari ones, and then it's got Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, but I wanted the Atari to sell on straight away, to clean it and then sell it on because it's in good condition.
Some of them.
But now I'm thinking now about just sealing it up and putting it away because every year there's going to be fewer and fewer of them.
The
you know what I
Space
mean?
Invaders with the box and the book and all the rest of it.
Yeah,
It's definitely-
Oh yeah, baby.
It's kind of sad now. You used to get, that used to be the big thing, that you buy the game, and on the way home in the car,
Read the book.
you were reading the bit.
Mate, the Pokemon, but the little Pokemon
Do you
books are
do you
red.
ever think about all the Pokemon cards you gave me when we were kids? Because I often do. There was hundreds of them,
Yeah,
including a
gave you-
Charizard Shiny.
I seem to remember being swindled out of them. Actually, our memory's a bit different there, but
Well,
God,
yeah,
this kid's
yeah.
got some charm.
Yeah.
I've been out of the way out. I was going, I've just been fucking bamboozled.
Yeah.
Where's all my Pokemon cards?
But I think back to that stack that you gave me. I think that
How much money is in that?
There's a
if we
few
kept them
quid
good
in there.
nick? Well, since we're on the topic of video games, we might have crossed this before. But what's your all-time favorite video game?
I mean,
I remember to stay on mic.
Yeah,
Good man.
probably the best one ever, because I was playing it the most when I was a child, would have been Super Mario World, the SNES one.
Mm-hmm.
But my favourite games are the Horizon Zero Dawn on the PlayStation.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to like whatever answer either of you give, I'm gonna have to act like I know what it is, because if it isn't Pokemon or Football Manager, I've got no idea. So I'll go Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
God, that's the one with
Yeah, I don't
It's
in
actually
space, isn't it?
two of my favourite games ever, which is Tomb Raider and Horizon Zero Dawn, have a lead which is female.
Hey,
play a
you're
Doris.
you're so progressive.
I know, right?
You are so progressive.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Feminism from the 70s coming forward, baby.
Look at that. Yeah, yeah. And what about you, Jake? What's your favourite, all-time favourite game?
All time. It's tricky. It's got. I think it's Red Dead Redemption 2. I
Funny you say
it's-
that. I've never played it, and people keep my
Yeah.
mate sent me stuff today, and I just thought, why don't I just buy
Yeah,
it? It looks great.
It is a brilliant game.
What's
It's
so
just-
good about that? Because actually it looks cinematic. When
Yeah,
I
it
Do you
was
play
exactly
the Zelda-
that.
Yeah, do you play the Zelda games?
I certainly do.
See, they're fun. They're literally second in just about everything.
I remember you playing Zelda as a kid. All you used to play was Zelda and Final Fantasy.
So you would
It
have
was
been
like I'm
Ocarina of
playing
Time,
Final
yeah.
Fantasy 874
Yeah.
today, and I was like, cool,
Yeah,
nice.
you would have
Yeah.
been Ocarina of Time then and onwards.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
I like Link to the Past, though.
Mm-hmm.
Super Nintendo version. That was the first one that made me play it.
Final Fantasy, to be fair, I have played them all, and they're all magnificent, because they're like fully, especially when I was going through like my stoner era or my just want to be a recluse era. Like the Final Fantasy games are perfect for just see you in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Switch off and play
Yeah.
it. And,
I've never
amazing play.
understood turn-based combat, though. I
It's,
thought-
yeah, I know it's not, but then that's what Pokemon is. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
part of
I've
my DNA.
I've
yeah.
never played them either.
Oh
Still
no,
lost.
love the Pokemon games. Yeah, on Game Boy and whatever.
That
Yeah.
was right. That was obviously. I was not a child at that point.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. It was 48 when Pokemon first came
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
He was, yeah. He was, yeah. But I mean, but that's why it's no coincidence that like my new hobby is the skill of like I'm like a Pokemon doctor. The skill of reviving old Pokemon games.
Professor Oak.
Yeah, Professor.
If that's what you guys
fucking
want to.
Professor Oak. Professor Nonce.
Well, no, Professor Oak's nice. That's a good one. Yeah, because
No, you're not having that. I'm afraid I'm going to stick with Professor Nonce or Professor Dick.
Yeah, I'm in control of the editing, so it'll be a chorus of Professor Oak, Professor Oak. Steve's the new Professor Oak.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Stay away
guys.
from Professor Oak,
Calm
kids.
down. Yeah. And since you asked, I suppose my favourite game is probably Pokemon Crystal.
Okay.
Suicide.
That's it. Yeah, and which
What?
that now that cartridge is now worth like nearly 200 quid.
Really?
They had like an original cartridge. Yeah,
They're like the sort of see-through ones, aren't they?
yeah, it's lush. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
lush.
Great game
Yeah.
actually.
Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Color. Yeah, and and it's lovely, and it's the best of all the Pokemon games. To this day, probably Crystal is still the best of all of them.
What makes that one better? Because surely they're very similar.
Well, Pokemon Red was excellent, and it all happened on a certain island called Kanto. And Crystal is one of the only games where you got a whole new map that you start with, and then you can revisit Kanto and then play all that again. So it was twice as big as any Pokemon game before it.
But you couldn't do that on Silver or Gold. That was the same sort of era, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That
you
came
could
out.
go. You still got Kanto and stuff in Silver and Gold.
Oh,
but
right, okay.
Crystal had all of the Pokemon. It had all of the. It was just like all of them in one. You know what I mean? It was really and like
Yeah.
it's just you can play it now and it's great. You know what I mean? And that's fucking 25 years old maybe that
Yeah.
game now. So
Yeah.
it's crazy. So yeah, Pokemon or Football Manager. To be fair, I fucking love Football Manager.
My brother was just because at the time he played for Yeovil under 18s, and Yeovil had just got into the second or first division, so they were on the game. It might have been when they actually got to the Football League the first time, and some of his mates had played for the reserves,
Oh right.
so they were on it, and he was not. Oh, he was livid.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
Jealous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's
That'd
what
be
you
cool,
do.
though.
You took Yeovil
Yeah.
Town to literally UEFA fucking
Yeah, that's it.
finals or
But you
whatever.
I always renamed the characters like Alan Shearer, James Beattie. So like you felt like you were all my centre mids were Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard. So you always felt like you were. Yeah.
Do you know what? I've played literally every single FIFA from about 2002, I reckon. Literally before I came here, I was playing EA FC now, 23.
What is it?
whatever
What's
it is.
that? They changed the name. What did they change the name of
I
FIFA?
don't know. I think
Licensing rights, I
legal.
guess,
Yeah.
It's probably the
But
can't go
it
direct
just
to
gets
people.
worse every year. Like the AI, it just
Oh,
gets.
really?
It's just dreadful. It's like you can honestly, like I just do a lot of career mode, which isn't cool. So they pump all their money into like the ultimate team. But
That's the one you get the cards for.
yeah, that's it. I've never got into it. I find it
No.
boring. But so I just do career mode, whatever. But the actual AI, the computer, it's like it's just so predictable. You just know what their score's going to be at the end of the game, just
Right,
because
I see.
they just
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Oh, yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
it's just crap.
But that's why, like, Football Manager was always a sort of was always a rogue element because the AI wasn't very good and that it wasn't very predictable. So you could have an obviously ruthless team of killers,
Yeah.
and then you go, I'm going to go on holiday for a month and let the game just do its own thing. So you skip partway for a season, and you've been fucking wrecked the whole month, and you've gone,
Oh,
Jesus
no.
Christ, that's a $2 billion team I've got there.
Okay.
So, but Football Manager was that's one of the great games because you could.
Yeah.
But I deliberately don't have Football Manager anywhere
For that
because
reason.
Yeah, because it consumes all my
My
time.
brother obviously he'd be playing, and you know when he'd lost a game that he wasn't supposed to, because obviously you just watch it on fast forward, don't you? It's like, blah, 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 blah.
That's it. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's right. That
And it-
added to the
Yeah.
bumps.
And then every so now and then you because it was an old tower
Hmm.
PC at the time, this was in '98.
Yeah.
You'd suddenly hear where he'd just gone fuck you and hit the off button because he doesn't save it, and then
That's
he'd be
it.
like, and however far back before he recently saved it was, he'd start again from
Yeah,
there.
that's what I used to do too.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can reset it on the
And then he'd
phones.
be like, well, the computer doesn't work, mum.
I remember coming of age when the household only had one computer.
Webcam on MSN.
Yeah.
You'd be at school all day, and you wouldn't say a word to the girls, but as soon as like you get on MSN, it's like, hey babes,
you got all the
hey babes, how you doing, babes?
Yeah.
You look good today, babes. But I wouldn't have said a word to them at school.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And the next day, I would just ignored them.
Yeah, you both
they
walk
just
past,
walked on by,
heads
like,
down, don't
heads
even
down.
acknowledge each other.
Exactly. Yeah.
After you told her she's the greatest thing since
Yeah,
sliced bread
yeah.
the night before, yeah.
Good night, baby. BBY.
Yeah, lucky for me, I was too old for that bit. I missed them.
Well, this is. I'm going to tell you a sad tale of one of my because I went for a stage of being desperately unpopular because I was big and fat, and I was just this is like
Hey.
sort of the age I was, but I was like not cool with it.
Was
That's
this
why I've been-
yesterday, or-
This is in the last sort of month and a half.
You're
I'm really going
describing
through
the
it.
2020s for me
We're going
so
for the
far.
ringer right now, guys.
Yeah.
I want to talk about it.
There was a time. I mean, it's not anymore. I'm not talking about now, guys. All right. I am the Steve Calis of the Steve Calis
This
Show.
is pre-athlete me,
Ah, okay.
and
Yeah.
and I made friends online. I had one friend really, and this about a year. Well, actually, I went for a stage where I fell out with a popular kid at school, which I'll talk about later on, and then I become totally ostracized. And my only friend was a girl online on AOL chat rooms called Lara Jupp. And she and I, up until maybe I moved out of mum's house initially when I was maybe 15, 16, we talked for about 5 or 6 years all the time. Nothing naughty, we were just friendly, get to know each other. Then she got married, and then we moved house and changed internet connector. And I've never been able to find Lara Jupp since. I haven't been able to find her on Facebook, on Instagram. Like, Lara Jupp doesn't exist.
All right.
And I would
Lara-
love to...
Well, she's not Laura Jupp because she got married.
Yeah, that's it,
Damn it.
exactly.
Lara Jupp was Larry Juppengus. And he sat in his lorry.
He was 65.
Fuck me off
Yeah.
at school, will you,
Yeah.
dick?
Yeah. How you been, Stephen?
What was his name?
Larry Juppengus, I think. Yeah. Rolls off the tongue, that one.
Yeah. Real easy.
Larry Juppengus was his name.
Yeah. Larry touches kids,
Oh,
folks.
grooming children was his game.
Yeah, that's it. On AOL chat, he knew there would be some young boys on there.
Yeah.
Ostracised young boys.
Like this fucking,
He saw you coming.
This is Larry Juppengus all over.
Yeah.
This is like
You get assaulted once a week, every week. You still are a fucking knight in fucking shining armour, aren't you? Riding to defend
Yeah.
some Doris you
Of the
don't
Good
even
Samaritan.
fucking know.
I guess so. Yeah.
Steve
Yeah.
Calis, the Good Samaritan.
We have a particular...
After what fucking Larry Juppengus did to
Yeah.
me when I was a
Oh,
kid.
I must defend the kids!
It's Juppengus, okay?
Juppengus. Juppengus is
That's it.
stupendous.
I want to make sure that what Larry Juppengus did to me never happens again. So I'm always on the lookout to defend the young ones.
There'll be something happen in one of our groups and everyone's like, oh, fuck. God.
Oh, I see what you're getting at.
Yeah,
Right.
And then
I'm
in
not
jumps
afraid.
Stephen, like,
I'm-
no!
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
I'm-
one shall...
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm
Yeah.
not afraid because of that part of that
not
experience,
afraid.
I am not afraid
Yeah.
to totally ostracize myself if I think
9 times
I'm
out of 10,
doing
he's
the right
having a
thing.
shit day. He doesn't want to talk to
Yeah,
anyone.
so-
So to make sure, he's like, right, fuck
Yes,
you lot.
that's part of
She's
it,
a
yeah.
saint. Fuck you all.
Yeah, you'll notice
And
that,
then-
that the height of my vigilantism was when I just after quit
That's
smoking.
what
Yeah.
happens when you base your whole personality on Marvel.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
100%.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Captain America, like that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Simple it is.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but it is.
And
that
if you
100%
quit
what it is.
smoking and move house all in 1 week, it can
That tends
make
to
you a
do
little
it.
bit of a testy
that's
prick.
more like it turned into sort of like a Marvel villain. I was
Yeah.
sort of more like
It was
Red
his,
Skull. Or
we were
something.
getting towards
Yeah.
origin story moments where we're going to come in and find him with a hood on his head, listening to the Empire March or something.
Yeah, I was like proper like steering into the villain.
Dr. Octo Juppengus or whatever his name is. Dr.
Dr. Octo Juppengus does a
Dr.
lot worse
Octo
things than
Juppengus.
Dr. Juppengus. 8 times, in
8
fact.
times more.
Yeah.
And, but actually, Jake, that that cruel dig was actually correct. I built my whole personality off Captain America and Chandler
Yeah,
Bing.
well.
Essentially, that's what,
I'm
Yeah,
glad
they-
you. I'm glad
They
you-
were not good bedfellows.
Thanks for coming, Jake.
R.I.P. Chandler.
Yeah, you took 2 beds that were really far apart to lay in.
I did, I
Yeah.
did, and it made for a very confused young man, Kevin.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but
You had neither the physique for Captain America or quite the humour
or the
for
personality for
fucking
Chandler
no.
Bing. So I'm like a fat
Stretched
amorphous
way-
blob of the two of them.
Just stretched way too far there.
It's sort of like
You sort of hit Ant-Man.
Yeah.
more of a
you should have
Paul.
been American, Steve. That's
Paul,
kind of
yeah.
like your personality.
Oh, do you know what?
You'd be
always said-
hilarious as an
Yeah.
American.
If I was-
If you had an American accent,
If I was Scottish or American,
No,
I'd
no,
be
you're
a-
funny.
Scottish.
No,
I'd
no,
be
no,
a
no,
fucking
no. You're
no.
not funny enough to be Scottish. None of us are.
What do you think about that, Kevin?
It's not the accent, mate. Scottish people are genuinely fucking
Yeah,
mental.
but mine's exactly the same. I've got the exact same humour. It's just I'm doing it with
No.
a sort of Poncy
You would be
accent. But
hilarious as a Yank because you'd be funnier than
do
Really,
it. Do it.
okay. Oh, what act?
Do,
What,
do a
American?
Californian, yeah.
California. That's California.
It's kind of you can kind of get Scottish out of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You sort of go Glasgow
I'm a
and then
very
you-
Yeah.
versatile actor. I can do a Scottish or like.
That's Ewan McGregor.
or
That's literally Ewan McGregor.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he
There you go.
cannot do a Dalek.
Okay, I don't want to this is really pissing me off. This because I can do
That's
a Dalek.
why I
right?
keep doing it.
Really?
What-
What does a Dalek? What does a Dalek sound like to you? Can you do a Dalek impression?
It's hard to think because we could all do it as kids.
Wait,
now
yeah.
as an adult,
Jake
once
was-
I've been smoking and
I
drinking.
was in
right
the
on
I
the
was in my zone
Right
there.
in the cut. Go on then.
Dalek.
Then do it.
You had better exterminate. you,
It's gone back to the Red Skull.
Jesus, yeah. That's
You-
Hans Dalek.
you had better exterminate me. Was that,
never,
was that,
never seen Doctor Who. Have you?
was that not? Was that not it?
No.
You don't know what Dalek is, do you?
Was that not? Was that not
No.
it? No. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's sorry. That wins.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, I have a life. Have not seen Doctor Who. All right.
But I appreciate you really having a stab
You
at
don't
it.
have to whip anything out.
I'm
after
going to exterminate you, bastard. Was that? That's it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
It. Sure.
Oh,
that. See you, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Fucking exterminate you, you prick.
Yeah, that's very good, Jake. You're very good. My-
Dalek from Dundee.
I'll do a California one.
Yeah.
Dalek. I'm Dalek. I'm going to exterminate the fucking doctor. Oh
California.
my god! Like, do
There
you
you
know,
go.
it's like it's crazy that you'd think that I can drift in and out of the two accents.
Yeah, because you can't stop doing the Scottish.
Nah, I'm stuck here. Now. Like to my best, an impression I can do because Kev's been attacking my impression game recently, and up until the very last episode we recorded, I would have sworn that I was one of the great impressionists of our generation. But I'm really starting to question whether
I
that's
like
the
to think
case.
I'm a good impressionist. Actually,
But as a child, I was. I'm sure you were. As a heavy smoking, drinking, coughing
Oh,
adult,
I see.
I have lost somewhat the ability to do things I used to do quite comfortably.
But Jake and I can do a you Virginia do dear.
you Virginia don't dear. I'm hippo granny, hip hop, beep bop. Oh, sir! I saw the young bastards. They ran off that way.
That's really good.
Hello!
Yeah, very good. That's really good. And that film, and I bring it up every time it comes up, but that film has, and I always stand by this, it's what the greatest joke ever told in cinema. The film, and do you know what I'm
Are
talking
you
about?
at the Guinness truck?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
brilliant,
yeah.
isn't it?
It's actually the best joke ever written for
Yeah,
a movie.
yeah, it's great.
Where he goes, Miss Doubtfire goes, says to my husband, it was a drink that killed him, and the other woman goes, He was an alcoholic. She goes, no, he was hit by a Guinness truck. And that fucking slays me every time.
I have not watched that film in years.
Oh, mate, it just gets better.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
Because now we're adults watching it, we get all the other jokes
Yeah.
that didn't get left.
I literally was sat getting my tattoo the other day, and they had it on, literally on the screen in front of me, and I was there quoting it, and the guy tattooing me was like, "What the fuck is this weirdo?"
As you get your skull and the Grim Reaper tattoo.
Yeah,
on you.
literally, yeah.
Help us on the weed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, we've actually recorded much longer than I thought we would. So I want to we can probably wrap it up here if
Yeah,
you're
man.
happy. Unless you've got anything you want to attack or
Yeah,
go for.
I want to watch you listen to 5 minutes of it so that I know you're not going to bother me for the rest of the evening with your crazy.
Oh, okay, we can do that. Well, let's wrap up sensibly then. If you've watched or listened to this episode and you've enjoyed it, then please consider clicking the follow button or subscribe on Spotify or wherever you listen to this. That sort of thing really helps. What we're trying to do is take this mess and scale the podcast mountain, and we can only do that with your help.
Are you going to
And,
incorporate it?
Sorry?
Yes.
Oh, and and remember, we didn't release the last episode, didn't we? So I don't know that.
No, they do not know.
So we were trying to find a new. I've got a radio show, Radio 9 Springs, my own radio show, and we want to do a new intro because at the minute Kevin hates I start my radio show by going, "Yes, I'm Steve Calis. Welcome to Radio 9 Springs," and Kev thinks that's not very good.
It's Jeremy fucking Clarkson.
So if you
Yes.
can, yes, I'm Steve
a
Calis.
little bit.
So if you can think of a better way to do it, I doubt it.
I got one for you.
Go on.
Hello. You got to practice your
I
Mrs.
don't-
Doubtfire.
I
You got to practice
don't
Mrs.
give a
Doubtfire face.
shit if you get fired, you've got to squeeze that in once before Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, actually, Radio One did that for a little while.
You
They did that, yeah. Scott Mills did He used to. Yeah, that's where I got that from. Actually, he used to open up his show with the Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello.
Oh, I see. No, we don't want their fucking cast-offs, mate. We're a whole new entity. You know what I mean? We're moving mountains over here.
According to you, there's nothing about me that's new.
Well, this
old.
me. I'm the new for you. This has been a real pleasure talking to you both, and you, listener, appreciate it. Like I said, please go to Spotify, click follow, subscribe, do all that stuff for us. Leave us a 5-star review. Kevin, have you enjoyed today?
I have. I got a stiff neck.
Yeah, I bet you have. You've done very well, Kevin. Very
I know,
proud of you.
right?
Well
I
done,
want
mate.
some sort of reward for
Yeah, I
this.
do appreciate it. And Jake, have you enjoyed your time back with us on the Steve
I
Calis
have,
show?
thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want this one to wear, but if it does, thank you for having me on.
Yeah.
I have enjoyed it thoroughly.
Can you
Great.
because I missed out on the harmonica solo, so
Got your harmonica with you?
I don't know. Let me. Oh my
oh,
Have you really?
God! The chances. Can you believe that?
wow.
Well, then to play us out,
Yeah.
Jake
Last of
Meaden,
the summer wine.
Jake Meaden of the Bouncy Roosters.
The bounce.
Hey, such dick.
All right, a little bit of "The River" by Bruce Springsteen. How about that?
Nice.
Should we try that?
The river. I don't know what the song was, but
No.
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well done, Jake. Yeah. Oh,
Thank you.
applause.
Hiya, you're right. Hi, everyone.